What is up, guys? It is Sean from DoubleClutchHD coming at you with the 8th episode in the Angels franchise going to the off-season. As we're going to be looking at some awards as Prince Fielder gets the MVP award. Max Scherzer gets the Cy Young award. Jared Weaver finishes second, and Scott Downs actually finishes third as a reliever with 12 wins. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, so we got some Rookie of the Years, and Aaron Hicks wins your American League Rookie of the Year, and Hank Aaron Award. Mike Trout finishes third, and looking through the list now, and Segovia is actually your best fielder. Albert Pujols wins Gold Glove for first baseman with no errors at first base. Impressive statistic and nice award for Albert Pujols. Aroyd wins the Gold Glove for the third base. Cliff Pennington actually wins the shortstop Gold Glove. I was kind of surprised by that, but I guess it was a decent trade to get Cliff Pennington from the trade for Eric Ibar. So looking at the Silver Sluggers here, Joe Mauer and Albert Pujols finishes second for Silver Slugger first baseman, but it was a great year for Pujols. And Miggy gets the Silver Slugger for third baseman. And we're looking through the list here, and Josh Hamilton actually finishes third for outfield. And for the other outfield position, Mike Trout actually wins it with 35 homers and 96 RBI. So great year for the outfield this year for the Angels. And yeah, so we're going to be taking on Texas as they beat Oakland in the one-game wild card playoff in the new format. And I actually have a story to tell you guys. At the time I'm recording this commentary, which is September 6th, yesterday, my parents were at Starbucks in the morning, and they actually saw Yu Darvish, and I was like, they told me, and I'm like, wait, what? You saw Yu Darvish? And I was like, how are you sure? How do you know it's not a lookalike? And they said that they actually, like, the people working at Starbucks, they actually called out his name because he was like heating up some bread or something. I don't know, but yeah, that was a pretty cool story. Nobody recognized him at Starbucks. It was the one next to Angel Stadium, if you guys know where that is. And my mom actually went up to him and asked him for a signature, and he declined to give us a signature because it was this like private time, you know. He wanted to take a break from all the MLB season, I guess. But it was I was kind of pissed that he wouldn't sign anything. But then again, I respect what he does. He has a really stressful job. He's always under the scope, and you know he needs a break every once in a while. But nobody recognized him, which I was kind of shocked about. Nobody at Starbucks, like none of the workers recognized him. None of the people there recognized him. My parents were the only ones that recognized him, so I kind of thought that was cool that my parents actually know baseball. You know, a lot of parents, like their kids are like really into sports, but their parents don't really follow them, so it's hard to relate with them. But it's really easy to relate with my dad, because he follows baseball really intently, and my mom watches baseball too, so I'm kind of happy about that. I hope my mom doesn't know a lot about baseball, but she knows enough to know like the big players. You know, like she knows almost everyone on the Angels. She forgets it once in a while. I mean, it's understandable. She's my mom, but anyway, I kind of rambled on for about 4 minutes about my parents seeing Yu Darvish. If you're wondering why I wasn't there, it was because I was at school. It was like 10 in the morning, and it was a Thursday, so I was already in second period. So it was like almost the middle of my school day, and yeah, it's kind of pissed though. I wish I could have gotten his signature. If I did, I would have shown you guys the picture later in the video, but yeah, well, whatever. I mean, now I can say that my parents saw Yu Darvish while I was sitting at school. What was I doing then? I think I might have been doing a presentation or something. But anyway, we should get back to the gameplay. or we should get into the gameplay. So, actually, Yu Darvish is on the hill, oh my god, on the hill today. And here's Ron Washington's lineup: Elvis Andrews, Craig Gentry, Adrian Beltre, Nelson Cruz, Mitch Moreland, AJ Pierzynski, Ian Kinsler, Byron Buxton, and Jurickson Profar. So I actually have a gripe with AJ Pierzynski, because if y'all remember, if any of you follow the Angels, like a couple of years ago, he actually cost the Angels. He ended the Angels playoff run. I think the Angels, it was like Game 7 or something in this ALCS. It's against the White Sox when he was playing for them, and the catcher, Angels catcher, AJ Pierzynski struck out, but then he just ran to first base like a bitch, and I was really pissed when that happened, because, yeah, you know, it's kind of cheesy when you get on base and you strike out. But yeah, let me continue this story later. Mike Trout, Howie Kendrick, Albert Pujols, Josh Hamilton, Mark Trumbo, Chris Iannetta, Cliff Pennington, Matt Carpenter, and Juan Pierre is our lineup for today. And anyway, going back to the AJ Pierzynski story, AJ, he struck out. And then he was walking back to the dugout, and then he ran over he just started sprinting to first. At that time, I was like 8, so I didn't have any idea what was going on. Like, why is he sprinting to first base? Like, what the heck? But yeah, and then the next pitch, Angels were up by 1, or the game was tied, one or the other. And the next pitch, I think Kelvin Escobar was on the hill, and Jermaine Dye hit a 2-run home run, and I got pissed off and I started crying. But back then, I mean, I was like 7, 8, so yeah, I was pretty pissed. But anyway. Angels are going to go down. No, they're not going to go down in order. Pujols and Hamilton get on, but Trumbo can't score them. Texas also gets a couple base hits before, but they can't get anything there. But that's a deep drive by Mitch Moreland. Going to bounce off the wall. That's a great play by Josh Hamilton. Hit the cutoff man on the second, but the relay was too slow. Probably should have tried throwing the second before trying to hit the relay, man. But here's AJ. Oh, my God. That's a deep drive to right field. Josh Hamilton's not going to get there. It is way over the fence, and Jared Weaver has already given up 2 runs in the second inning. Here's Ian Kinsler now. That's a fastball right down the middle. Oh, look at this. Bounces off the first base bag, and Pujols, he thought it was going to get past him, so he just dove for it, and it looked like a pretty nice dive, but Kinsler still gets on. Yu is going to strike out Matt Carpenter right here. And the Angels are going down in order. Yu Darvish has had a sensational game so far with a couple strikeouts. But here's Beltre. That's grounded to third. And Juan Pierre is going to cut that off. But there was a man on third. And he's going to score right there. So a good piece of hitting by Adrian Beltre to give the Rangers a 3-0 lead. And the Angels are kind of overwhelmed at this point. I actually think the Texas Rangers are a better team than the Angels in this franchise right now. But we're gonna try to build the team so that they're not overmatched by a wild card team, you know. But Mike Trout's gonna get his first hit right there. I think that's the first hit for the Angels actually. And here's Howie. He's gonna check swing. That's gonna get away from AJ Pierzynski, and Mike Trout gets on his second, 4, and I guess that's a passed ball. I'm not sure. It's either a wild pitch or a pass ball. Should be a wild pitch. But Howie's gonna ground that up the first baseline, and Mike Trout coming on to score. Nelson Cruz is going to hit the cutoff man, and Kendrick is on with a single. And the Angels strike for the first time in the playoffs. They can't get anything with Howie, but here's Nelson Cruz. That is down the line. Josh Hamilton ranging over, showing his great range right there. Cannot get the throw in the third, but that is a nice way to get an out. Helping out his pitcher right there with some nice range. And now here's Mitch Moreland. 0-1 count to him. Weaver looking for that 2-seamer down. Gonna get it down, but Howie's gonna get it and throw it on the first for the out. And the Angels are out of the inning. But here's AJ Pierzynski again. Weaver still on the hill. 6th inning. 3-1 game. Oh, that's right down the middle. It's hooking. It's hooking foul. No. I think it might have bounced off the foul pole, or it was just a home run. It was a home run either way. But here's Chris Iannetta, 1-2 count. Men on first and second. Ooh, look at that nasty curve. Yu Darvish has like 8 or 9 pitches in real life. But it's hard to hit him even on a video game. But look at that pickoff attempt by Jared Weaver. What are you doing, Weave? And that's gonna be into the stands. 3-2 count to Beltre, and on the next pitch, Beltre hits that down the right field line. Hamilton comes up throwing, close play actually, but I'm not sure who's on third right there, but gonna score anyway. 5-1. Oh, look at this nice slider, and Przinsky's not gonna strike again. And here's Ian Kinsler, 2-2 count, have a chance to get out of the inning. Curveball, oh, it just hung over the plate a little too much. Juan Pierre's coming up throwing, and it's on line, and oh, how is he safe? I don't understand how he was safe, but on the next pitch, that's going to be a ground out with men on first and second. Nothing is going to come to pass. Here's Cliff Pennington, and he is going to ground it to the shortstop, and that's going to get past him for a base hit. So Cliff trying to get something started here against Yu Darvish, which is pretty tough to do. Man on third, here's Juan Pierre. And can he drive in the run? No, he can't. He's just going to strike out as Przinsky almost threw that one away. But the Angels, looks like they're not going to get anything here. Here's Trout, 7-1, just trying to get something. Oh, look at that nasty slider. And it just hooked out of the zone, and Trout cannot make contact. 8th inning, 2-1 count to Albert Pujols, 1 out. And that is going to be grounded up the third base line for a base hit. And Albert Pujols has himself another base hit on the day. Good job by Albert today. Just not a great team effort, as Yu Darvish was very tough on the hill. 2-2 count to Mark Trumbo, who strikes out a lot. That's my only gripe with Trumbo. And look at that nasty slider again. Same pitch that got Trout. So Neftali Feliz is going to come on the pitch. And I'm going to actually pinch hit Hank Conger. Just want him to get a little playoff run right here. 1-2 count, and he's gonna check swing that to second base. If he was a little faster, might have been a base hit, but that's gonna be an out. Cliff Pennington now, 1-2 count. Can he get something going? That's a high fastball, 98 miles an hour. Oh, look at that cheese right there. But here's Matt Carpenter, 1-2 count, 2 outs. Oh, that's a nasty changeup, and the Rangers are gonna take Game 1 from the Angels. They're gonna win in a very easy fashion, 7-1. As the Angels, they score that 1 run with Howie Kendrick's single, but after that, nothing really came to pass. After that, they got a couple men on, but Yu Darvish managed to just work out of trouble, and the Angels are gonna fall in Game 1. So Texas continues their hot streak after beating Oakland in the 1-game playoff, and they're gonna be hoping to take 2 in Angels Stadium if they can. And the Angels, they're just trying to recover after such a bad loss like this. Maybe they just had a little too much rest, as Jared Weaver gives up 15 hits and 7 earned runs, and that is not gonna help your cause if you're the Angels. So Texas is pumped up. Your player of the game is the Yu Darvish, as he gets 8 innings of work in, I think, and only giving up 1 run and 7 hits. 15 strikeouts. Look at that. That's just crazy for a playoff game. But I couldn't figure him out all game. I don't know. He was just tough today, but we still got 7 hits on the board. So it's not a terrible loss, but it's still a pretty bad loss. So the Angels are going to fall in Game 1. This video is coming to an end, so thank you for watching, guys. I will see you around the later, and leave a like, comment, rate, subscribe. I'll have more of this series. Game 2 of the playoffs is coming up next, so stay tuned for that. And I will catch you guys later. Have a good one, guys.